So the way Evolution Fitness really helped us through our learning journey was by bringing us closer together. My beautiful fiance here was not much of a dancer before, and I'd say like Elio made it very easy to learn and fun, and made Pouya want to like come back every week. I feel like that's a big commitment to get out of your man initially, right? To come to 10 sessions, to practice in front of an audience. But Elio made it also like approachable and fun and easy to do.
Be patient and be optimistic. Where you start is not where you're gonna end, and that's how I feel right now. And even next week when we're gonna have our actual dance, and then in terms of practicing, I definitely think that is vital. Fight through it, and no matter what arguments can arise, you learn patience. You learn how to respond, and I think I learned a lot from this dance in a sense.
So something Elio did that helped us really gain confidence, I think, was really thinking about each and every part of the dance. So whether it's your grand entrance or, how you're going to interact with the audience or crowd work and, keeping people engaged, as well as coming back together and, having the moments that letting us know what will be the picturesque moments. And then having us practice it over and over again, I'd say that really created the confidence, because I feel like there's no stone left unturned when, we're going into our wedding next week. So yeah, I feel good and comfortable and confident.
For somebody with such high experience, he's extremely humble, and that's hard to find, because I remember examples where it was an Iranian dance, and I know that, it's not particularly part of his culture, but he was willing to learn on his own, and he was also willing to listen to us. And to have an instructor that listens is pretty hard to find. I feel like it's like their way or the highway. It wasn't like that. And I feel like throughout it was an enjoyable experience, and he's very easygoing and has a very good personality too.
The process of doing this dance together really brought us together, because there are moments where, Elio taught us all the dance and the steps, and then it was when we were integrating it together at home and realizing, both of our skill sets and saying hey, let's do it this way. Let's tweak this part just this little bit. And for us being Iranians, let's make the Iranian dance our own in this way. And I think that was really helpful in the connection piece for us, because we're oh, this works for us as a couple in this way. And even costume wise and figuring all that out together, I feel like that really brought us together in terms of the process and dancing together and seeing how we flow together.
He understands who he's dealing with. So I'm a bigger guy, right? You don't pressure somebody to get it the exact same way, but if they're doing the best they can do, then that's the best they can do, right? So I feel like I was so motivated. I always also felt I didn't feel pressured, which is hard to say when it comes to dancing lessons, because quite often you feel oh, I made one wrong move, ooh, I screwed everything up, and the instructor is going to be rushed and angry. I didn't feel that way at all.
So my advice to other couples would be work with Elio, step one. He'll bring you closer together, and if you want to, get your future husband on the dance floor, and also have him commit to something for sure, right? It's one thing to kind of dance at a party with your man, but it's another to be hey, we're doing 10 full, sessions and performing in front of an audience. That's going to give you guys a whole different confidence level on the dance floor in the future for the rest of your lives. So, yeah, I feel one, work with Elio, and two, it's a fun thing to do and commit to and get excited about. And I think our dance was the first thing we kind of really started focusing on for our wedding. So it's been something we've been, working with Elio on and practicing for over 6 months. So even before all the, detail craziness came up, we were doing the dance, and that got us excited and our families, and also really surprised our families, because they were wait, you got Pouya to dance? So
definitely think that our chemistry and connection has greatly improved. I think initially for me, I didn't really feel confident because a lot of it I hadn't done in that fashion. But as I started to do the whole dance, I realized, oh, wait, there's parts of it that I'm better at. There's hope here. So I built on that, then I went back to the things I wasn't as good at when I had more confidence. So when I pieced it all together for somebody that needs to see it all, I was okay, this makes sense now, versus when I was just doing it piece by piece. Everyone was very professional here. Everything was always on time. Being able to have a program, a schedule to follow, a guideline. It's one thing to dance at a club, I've always told Tiana, but it's another thing to do it a certain way, the right way, and while still having fun. So I think it was one of the most enjoyable experiences.